Om Shanti. I hope I'm audible clearly.
Yes, sister.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we will continue yesterday's Murli. And before starting the second part of the Murli, we will revise a bit. The title of the Murli was The Decoration of Brahmin Life is Purity, where Baba had mentioned the degree of worthy of worship souls. Baba had covered and explained the complete purity. If you would remember, there were four types of purity. If anyone remember, can you just unmute and tell what were all the four types of purity for complete purity?
Purity in mind, thought,
Yes.
actions, which includes relationship and connections, and dreams.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, sister. So, Baba also has mentioned that about the intense effort making, how we can make the intense effort to get the complete purity. Baba also mentioned that how we can always be decorated with the decoration of purity and how does it look like if someone sees that, Ruhaniyat, that smile in our face and the purity in our eyes, we can ourselves determine that yes, we are gradually taking that degree that Baba wants us to have. So today we will go through the second part of the Murli where Baba is meeting with the Gujarat zone. Baba says that Gujarat, is there anyone from Gujarat? Baba is remembering you very lovingly. So Baba says that Gujarat people are very light. They are always, dancing and singing in intoxication. They're enjoying by themselves. And nothing is, influencing them negatively. They're not under subservience of anything. And therefore, becoming in the double light state, becoming the double light being is not very difficult for them. Baba also said Baba also actually revealed the mystery of how to become the 108. How does the 108 beads of rosary gets generated? That mystery also Baba has revealed today. So we will go through and few more points. Today, those from Gujarat have come. Those from Gujarat are always dancing and singing with lightness. No matter how heavy they may be physically, they become light and dance. The speciality of Gujarat is always to remain light, always to dance in happiness and to continue to sing songs of the Father and their attainments. From childhood, they sing and dance very well. What do they do in Brahmin life? A Brahmin life means a life of pleasure. When you have Garba Ras, dancing in unity in a circle, you'd all have seen, right? The pattern of that dance, that Garba Ras. You enjoy yourself, do you not? It requires a lot of coordination. It requires the perfect timing, the understanding. So Baba many a times compare, being in harmony, being in harmony in subtle way, that you do Garba Ras, which means that you tune with each and every soul. If you would see that pattern of dancing, it requires a lot of tune, it requires a lot of coordination, perfect organization, and perfect timing. So Baba always loved to see his children dancing in joy. Therefore, Baba says, if you did not enjoy yourself, you would not be able to do that for long. Very, very important line, that in this Brahmin life, the Brahmin life is a life of pleasure. So you have to enjoy every bit. We cannot, nothing can weigh us down. Sometimes, as Baba says, intense effort making, maybe we can reflect back. If there is intense effort making, as Baba said, if there is mehnat, there is no muhabbat. So what does it mean exactly? Because at the same time, Baba is telling that when you are enjoying yourself and are intoxicated, you don't feel tired. You become tireless. So if we would enjoy, we can go long way. We have to enjoy in the intoxication of love for God. So Brahmin life means a life of constantly remaining in pleasure. First, Baba said that Brahmin life means a life of pleasure. Next, Baba is telling constantly remaining in pleasure. The other is physical pleasure, whereas Brahmin life is pleasure of mind. We are not creating our happiness by deserving something outside. We don't deserve any, you know, any materialistic pleasure, or even the subtle one, like people may respect me, they should listen to me, or I am attached to my own specialities. No, I'm not deriving that pleasure out of any of this. Later on, Baba has explained also, let the mind always continue to dance and sing in pleasure. What that pleasure, Baba had explained later. Those people have the practice of being light and dancing and singing. So they don't find it difficult to be double light in their Brahmin life. Very, very important point, that, when something wakes us down, you we all can check our own, that what exactly that thing which steal which steals my pleasure. I'm happy. The nature of the soul, by virtue, the soul is always happy. Then what exactly happens that wakes me down? When I feel little udas, or I'm not feeling that intoxication of Brahmin life. So that won't let me become double light. We will reflect back on this when we will share, maybe. So, those from Gujarat means those who constantly have the practice of remaining light. If we would see, if you have observed in Shantiban, whoever has gone to Madhuban, if you would see the Gujarat zone, they are always happy. They're chit chatting, they're dancing, singing. It very obvious, and it's a very um, prevalence prevalent from their face, from their group, that they nothing is weighing them down. The sweet sweet matai, they are very light, they are very easy going, very smooth. So those from Gujarat means those who constantly have the practice of remaining light, those who are always blessed. So the whole of Gujarat has received the blessings of being double light. You also receive blessings through the Murli. Do you not? You were, and when Baba says the whole zone has received the blessing of being double light, this is like, the magic of Sangathan. Maybe the 98% people are light. Maybe the 98% people are swinging in the intoxication of God's love, and 2% cannot. But when they are in this Sangat and when they are with this group, then they also start feeling light. So that is how, the ripple effect. So that is what Baba always tells us, that when you are like that, your surroundings, the people who are with you also will become like that, because you unknowingly will influence them, will lead them towards that lightness. You were told that everything in your world, okay, one line missed, you will receive blessings through the Murli. Do you not? You were told that everything in your world happens according to the capacity and the time. As the capacity, so the result. In the subtle region, there is no language of anything being according to capacity, etc. Here, both day and night have to be considered. There is neither day nor night. Neither does the sun rise, nor is there the moon. Baba is talking about the subtle region. It is beyond both. You have to go there, do you not? In your heart to heart conversation, you children asked, "Till when?" Bab Dada replied, "If you children say that you are ready, then Bab Dada can do it now. Then there would be no question of when. The question when only arises as long as the whole rosary is not yet ready. Now, when you sit to extract the names, then even for the 108, you would have to think whether to include someone's name or not. Now, in the rosary of 108, everyone should give the same 108 names. Nevertheless, there will be a difference. Bab Dada can clap now and everything can instantly begin to happen now with the elements and also the people. That wouldn't take long. However, the Father loves all the children. He will hold your hand, for only then will you go with Him. He will hold your hand, for only then will you go with Him. To put your hand in His hand means to become equal. We can also reflect back on this point that Baba says to put your hand in his hand means what? Means Baba says to become equal. But how does it work? How can we become like that? You would say not everyone will become equal or not everyone will become number one. However, following number one is number two, right? When we are following the number one, we are already number two. That bead may not become equal to the father, but at least it would be equal to the number one bead. The third bead would be equal to the second bead. The fourth bead would be equal to the third. At least they should become equal in that way. And by each and coming close to the next, the rosary will be prepared. To reach such a stage means to become equal. The 108th beat would be similar to the 107th beat. If they have specialities like that, like each other, Baba says, the rosary will be prepared. It has to be number wise. Do you understand? The father asks, is there anyone now who can guarantee that yes, everyone is ready? It would only take Bab Dada a second. We used to shown You used to be shown those scenes when Baba would clap and angels would come. You used to be shown those scenes when Baba would clap and angels would come. Acha, Baba is giving us yad pyar. To all the supremely worthy of worship elevated souls, to all the intense effort making souls who reach their aim of all types of complete purity, to the souls who are embodiments of success by performing every action in the right way, to the spatial souls who are decorated with the decoration of purity at every moment. Baptada's love-filled remembrance. Om Shanti. Next, Baptada is meeting a group. Do you consider yourself to be the most fortunate ones in the world? The whole world is calling out for the elevated fortune, that their fortune should open. Your fortune has already opened. What could be of greater happiness than this? You have the intoxication that the bestower of fortune is your father. Do you not? Just imagine that the fortune would be of someone whose father is the bestower of fortune. Could there be greater fortune than this? Therefore, always have the happiness that fortune is your birthright. Children have a right to all the property that belongs to their father. So, what does the bestower of fortune have? The treasure of fortune. You now have a right to those treasures. So, always continue to sing the song. We can also discuss what all the treasures of fortune we have. We can reflect on those points. What could be of greater happiness than this? You have the intoxication that the bestower of fortune is your father. Do you not? Just imagine what the fortune would be of someone whose father is the bestower of fortune. Could there be greater fortune than this? Baba again and again asking, again and again trying us to feel that, to experience that. Do you understand that whose father himself is the bestower of fortune? What more they can ask for? What greater fortune than this? Therefore, always have the happiness that fortune is your birthright. Children have a right to all the property that belongs to their father. So, what does the bestower of fortune have? The treasure of fortune. You now have a right to those treasures. You have now right to those treasures. So always continue to sing the song, Va, my fortune and my father, the bestower of fortune. Fly in happiness. Not only singing the song, but flying in happiness. Va, my fortune and my father, the bestower of fortune. Va mera bhagya, va mera baba, bhagya vidhata. What else would one who has such elevated fortune need? Everything is included in your fortune. Everything is included in your fortune. A fortunate person has everything: body, mind, wealth, and people. Tan, man, dhan, and jan ka sukh, Baba says. An elevated fortune means that nothing is unattained. Do you lack anything? I want a good house, I want a good car. No, someone who has found happiness of mind has attained everything. Excuse me. Not just a car, but that one has found plentiful treasures. So there is nothing unattained. Baba says someone who has found happiness of mind has attained everything, not just a car, but that one has found plentiful treasures. So there is nothing unattained. You are such fortunate ones. What is the use of having a desire of perishable thing? What exists today will not exist tomorrow. So why should you have any desire for it? Therefore, always stay in the happiness of the imperishable treasures that are with you now and will go with you. Because we are an imperishable being, so we cannot desire or we cannot ask anything which is perishable. These happiness of imperishable treasure that are with you now and will go with you. These buildings, cars, money will not go with you, but these imperishable treasures will be with you for many births. No one can snatch them away from you. No one can loot them. You yourself have become immortal and have found the imperishable treasures. Birth after birth, this elevated rebirth will stay with you. It is such a huge fortune where there are no desires, where you are ignorant of the knowledge of desire. Icha matrama vidya. You have attained such elevated fortune from the Father, the bestower of fortune. Baba at the end has mentioned the vidhi, the mechanism of attaining all the happiness, of how to create the elevated fortune. Acha Baba is giving us blessings. May you be a number one angel. May you be a number one angel and so a world emperor who creates great fortune through great renunciation like Father Brahma. In the explanation, Baba said, the children who follow every step of action of Father Brahma receive the blessings of being a number one angel and so a world emperor. Bridget Bhai, is there any passage that is missed? Because what I have downloaded and what is now showing in the screen, I feel there is a difference. Is it like that?
Yeah, I think this is called a
Okay.
second paragraph also, the
Okay.
one that
No
I
problem.
have
So
opened it.
I may read it from your screen. Do
Yeah.
you experience yourself to be souls who stay close to the Father? Do you always have the happiness that you now belong to the Father? You have come away from the world of sorrow into the world of happiness. The world is crying out in sorrow, whereas you are in the world where you are in the world of happiness, swinging in the swing of happiness. There is so much difference. We will reflect back on this as well. The world is searching, whereas you were celebrating a meeting. So always remain cheerful, seeing all your attainments. Make a list of what you have received, and it will be a long list. What have you received? Baba is asking. When you have happiness physically, the body is healthy. When speciality of the mind and wealth has so much power that even dal and roti, you have to just go a little above. Even the dal and roti are experienced to be like 36 varieties of food. In your remembrance of God, even dal and roti seem so elevated. Even if the world has 36 varieties and you just have dal and roti, which would be more elevated? Dal and roti are good because that is prasad, holy food. When you prepare food, you prepare it in remembrance and you eat in remembrance. And so it becomes prasad. Prasad has great importance. All of you eat prasad every day. There is so much power in prasad. So all three, body, mind, and wealth, have so much power that there is nothing lacking in the treasure store of Brahmins. So constantly keep these attainments in front of you and remain happy and cheerful. Acha. Now again, Baba is giving us blessings. May you be a number one angel and so a world emperor who creates great fortune through great renunciation like Father Brahma. In the explanation, Baba says, the children who follow every step of action of Father Brahma receive the blessings of being a number one angel and so a world emperor. Their mind and intellect are surrendered to the Father in a practical way. Their mind and intellect are surrendered to the Father in a practical way. Just as Father Brahma claimed great fortune through his great renunciation, that is, he became the number one complete angel and so the number one world emperor. So, two, the children who follow the Father would be the great renunciates who have completely renounced everything. They will even renounce the progeny of vices from their sanskars. Slogan: all supports are going to break. Therefore, make the one Father your support. All supports are now going to break. Therefore, make the one Father your support. Thank you. Om Shanti. And sorry, there were differences in the passages. Uh, that's good that we have covered everything. Thank you, Bridget Bhai. So now we will take 1 minute of pause and we will reflect back on the points that we were planning to discuss while we would share Om Shanti. If you're all ready, we can start sharing.
Shanti, sister. So, Baba
Sure.
looked at the Brahmin life, and also especially the Gujaratis. Baba mentioned they are remain double light. They don't have any sort of a burden. They have that full happiness, spiritual happiness. So and their Baba also talked about the attainments and the treasures that we get from Baba, and which is actually making us, comforts, giving us comfort. And there are so many attainments that we have received from Baba. So I think the one that I value most is knowledge, because that enlightened us. First knowledge that we got is who I am, what is my true identity, whom I belong to, and then the knowledge of the God and knowledge of the whole cycle, chakra, everything. So everything is different treasures that we have received from Baba. So I think if we take a list, I think it'll be a long list. So, yeah. So, and I also liked what Baba talked about the prasad towards the end, eating one meal. I mean, in remembrance of Baba, full remembrance, or experiencing. I mean, it's a awareness that we have, when we keep a book and then eat in God's remembrance. And Baba says so much of power in that when we take that, that is also doing a lot of cleanliness uh, in the mind and also in the body. Yeah, so thank you. That's the takeaway from me. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Um, Rashmi, if there is, yeah, I'll ask a
Mm,
question.
mm.
Maybe you can reflect on that. Somebody can benefit out of it. So Baba talked about being light. Check the lightness. So we know that we can, offload all the burdens, especially the Brahmins, right? As we got Baba, and Baba is helping us to release all the burdens. We don't need to, Baba doesn't like to see us carrying any sort of a burden. Okay, so, but we
Yeah.
still see some people carrying burdens. So, what, what would be some areas that they need to focus on in order to unload or release all the burdens? So, it is all at the mind level, right? The burden or in the form of thoughts that they are carrying at the first place. And then the more they carry it internally in the mind, that is depleting their energy a lot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So can you throw more light onto it?
sure. Thank you for the wonderful question, Bridget Bhai, and you have partially answered the question as well. So, when we feel burdened, first, like the nature of the soul is light. The soul is suksham, very, very suksham. You cannot see, you cannot feel it with your logical mind or logical sight. So, in this tool, Atma is not seen. No matter how much you try, whatever you innovate, Atma is not seen. The nature of the soul is also being light. The nature of the soul is eternal happiness. When Baba says that you are like that, but we feel burden. So there is a conflict, what Baba is telling and what we are feeling, which means Baba has come and reflect on the and put the light on the soul, where Baba has differentiate soul from the mind, intellect, and sanskar. The mechanism why we were feeling sorrow is because a thought came that, oh, I'm getting late. I have to go early. A thought came, just a thought. I start becoming the embodiment of it. बाबा कहते हैं स्वरूप मत बनना. It is in the thought level, it is in the sankalp level, but I am not wearing the costume of that thought. But if I would, I will start feeling that restlessness. Next is my feeling. Once I wear that costume, I will start that restlessness, that sensation in my body, which will weigh me down. That is how I feel burdened. It can be anything. It can be anything. Something which is not in the vocabulary of Baba's Srimad, which is out of Baba's Srimad. Another Sankalp came, I'm the double light angel. And then again, I wear the costume of it. And then I start again seeing Baba. If you would remember 2 days before in the Sakar Murli, Baba says, attention, please. Attention of what? Attention of my truth. Attention towards Father and seeing all your sankalps as if it is playing in the screen of your mind. You are not getting involved or engaged or entertaining those thoughts. The moment will start, you know, touching that thought, it gets activated. When touch it with our consciousness, it it starts becoming alive. And then what happens? And then we start believing that is what we are. And we start feeling burdened, we start feel the sorrow. Similarly, Baba gave us Swaman. How Baba is changing our intellect. Baba has start empowering our intellect. Intellect has the power to discern what sankalp to take and what sankalp to give Baba. I'm not fighting with my sankalp that why that sankalp came, why I'm listening to Murli, why this wasteful thoughts came. I'm in 30 years of Gyan and still this thought is coming to my mind. This is also another level of body consciousness. No, that also can make you feel burdened. Oh, my Amrit Vela is so bad. I feel drowsy most of the days. This thought is coming, Baba. See, this thought came, but that is not me. That came based on the character, the role that I have been playing, but I am not this. I'm a living light. I'm a beautiful living light, double light angel like you. You take that sankalp and you see Baba what you are supposed to do. Because Baba says man manabhav means when there is no maya man, when your mind is dissolves in Baba's mind, what Baba thinks, that is your thought. And Baba says, जो बच्चे बाबा के साथ combined रहते हैं, the children who are absolutely combined with father, बाबा उनके लिए सोचने का काम करते हैं. Baba even, do the job of thinking for those children. That is surrendering. If you would remember in today's Murli also came that who is completely in the blessings, I believe it came, no? That the complete surrender of your intellect. That Baba, I don't know, you see, no? You see, whatever the work to be done, what is to be done necessary, you get me done. You think and you get me done. This is lightness. When you are always stabilized in your absolute truth and not letting your mind's sankalp to be activated and becoming the embodiment to it. I don't know whether that answers your
Yeah,
question.
yeah, indeed, yes. Thank you so much. That was really nice. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for throwing such a clarity into it. Yes.
Thank you, Baba. Anyone else would like to share, ask, some reflect back on any point, please do.
So Papa speaks about the Gujarat zone and how they're always lively and dancing. And Baba reminds us about Garba. Reflection here is, can we dance in the sanskars of each soul that we connect with and stay in harmony? That actual dancing in the awareness of everyone as a soul is the reflection that I was getting while Baba was speaking about this particular aspect of people from Gujarat zone. Shanti.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that, Rakhi Ben. When we are actually separating the role from the soul, then it is easy to accept everyone. We can accept any sanskar.
Rashmi, we can move on to meditation if there are no more shares.
Sure. Sit back and relax. I, the beloved light angel, who attained all treasure from Supreme Father, is swinging in constant happiness. I'm burden free. Baba took all my worries, my burden with him. I no more create any sorrow. I no more take any pain, no matter how the people, the circumstance, the surroundings are. I know that I, the soul, is just like Father, equal to Father, always happy, peaceful, pure, conscient being. My mind creates a lot of scenes, a lot of movies. But I am not my mind. I am not my sankalp and neither my sanskar. My mind creates those seeds and derive the result, good or bad, out of it. I'm neither good, I'm neither bad. I'm always stable. I'm always remain same. I'm just playing the part of the soul. I'm just playing the part which is recorded inside the soul, the character. But that is not me. I'm much more beyond that. And that's my greatest pleasure, my identity, which Baba has given me, my true identity. I'm always content, I'm always happy. I see everyone as living beautiful light, equal to the Father. No matter what role they are playing, they're equally beautiful, as like me, as like Father. There is always, I move always in harmony. There is always love between all the souls. I am combined with Baba and enjoying this life, enjoying everything, never resist anything. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Rashmi Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a beautiful day.